on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Alabama about to kick off to get this game underway. And there will be no return on this one. Into the end zone. First down here for the offense. They'll give it to the back. Tackle was made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Matt, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Quarterback extends the play. He's looking on the right side. Throws it back across his body, and what do you think happened? Intercepted. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Moving away from pressure. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Off play action. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. That is a jolt of energy for the offense to get out of trouble in field position, and now all kinds of room to work. Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Did not take long to get into the end zone. Now let's see if this gets this offense to hit overdrive.
And we may have a situation here. We might have points, and more points. You keep putting drives together like that quickly, chewing up that much yardage, defenses are going to have to get something figured out.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team out there set to boot it away. Coming out with it, it's Thomas. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down, to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. The offense in hurry-up mode. Using his legs, it's Durham. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He leaves it with the back. Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. To the ground to try to move the chains. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. To throw, it's Nussmeier. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete. Final play of the quarter coming. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, and that's how the first quarter will end. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw for it. Feeling some heat. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Spits it out to the back. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense napping.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Now they'll try the right side. A run up the middle is stuffed for no gain. And a lot of thrillers in the history of this series, but last year wasn't one as the Tide rolled easily.
It was a beatdown, and it was replayed over and over on the TVs all throughout the facility. LSU, Jesse, had a year to think on that.
They sure did, and that Crimson Tide blowout was big on the recruiting trail, too. These are two programs that are consistently competing for the same 5-star athletes across the board. That's a big reason why this game means so much. Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of a spot.
This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. Direct snap. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Hey, if you're going to go for it on 4th down and you decide to run the football, you've got to be sure up front that you're going to win the trenches. They didn't get it done that time. They need to be more physical moving forward. They're going to try to do that again in the same type of situation in this game.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quick handoff. On the move is the 30. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. LSU quick to the line. Trying to find his man on first down. He's got it. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. They'll use the running game on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. They lost ground on first down. Now second and goal from the 5. Fast motion from the offense. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he got nothing, and the line of scrimmage is still the 5-yard line. Looking to the end zone on third and goal. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Going up top. And that pass picked off. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it first down at the 39. Quarterback empties his backfield. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on second down. He's looking to throw. Getting some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Got to get to the line quickly for this third down play. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together.
Timeout, Alabama.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Unloads it downfield. Pulls it in inside the 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Tigers.
And what did I start for this offense? The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll throw it on first down. Unloads to the wideout. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Trying to get to it. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Henderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one. Trying to beat the D deep. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air, it's Milroe. Unloads to the right. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Alabama pushing the tempo. On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, he wants it all. He's got it down the left. Oh, look out. There he goes. The 10. Touchdown tie. And that one will give him the lead. That was just as simple as playing catch in warm-ups.
And this offense felt like they could take advantage of this defense down the field throwing the football. They've got a lot of speed on the perimeter, and I feel like they've got some matchups they feel they should be winning one-on-one. You saw a great example of it right there.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Williams. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he's stopped at the 14. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Quarterback will audible. Wide receiver shows motion. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
Small gain, I know. But, again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. He's going to run it. The ball pops out. The D scoops it up, and everybody reverses field. He's loose down the left side. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. The defense with the scoop and score. You know, the defense is all about stopping teams, but when you have a chance to swing momentum, scoop it and score yourself, it is such a huge play.
Yeah, you just go over the offense, like, bro, we don't need you today. We got this. We'll score ourselves if we have to. Great job by the defense, doing what they need to do, and then go talk a little trash to the offense.
He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jess. Going downfield for the big play. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Touchdown, LSU! And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy shows you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And he's going to try to return this one. And the coverage team able.
As a 13
down. Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. They'll go right back to the run. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. To the air, it's Milroe. He uncorks one deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at 2nd down. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. The give to the tailback. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Alabama 21, LSU 14.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Pulls it in, it's Haynes. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And what a big conversion by the offense there. With the lead late, you're just trying to stay on the field and bleed the clock. At this point, it's tick, 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 tick. Let's run this clock down as low as we can before we snap it.
Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
We've reached a 2-minute warning in this offense, trying to milk this clock and keep time on their side. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. From the gun, give on the inside. And he didn't have a whole lot of operating room after the juke. Not much room to run.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
This feels like 4 down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Back to pass, it's Milroe. Trying to escape and get it himself. And the defense is there to stop him short of the 1st down.
Well, it's a really nice job there on that 3rd down, trying to get after this quarterback. And obviously they're not able to make the play in the backfield, but really nice job pursuing. You see the athleticism and the speed they have, how they play as a unit together. Only giving up a little bit of a gain and now setting up 4th down.
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. Now on the move. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football.
The defense, I think, was just more physical on that 4th down, guys. That was a designed quarterback run, and they're calling that because they're trying to get extra blockers at the point of attack and get a numbers advantage. But just the defense fighting off the blocks, being where they're supposed to be, and not letting the quarterback break free. You just can't do a better job than the defense did on that 4th down.
Running back searching for a hole. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. He'll try the left side. Ball down at the 39-yard line, but he's got 15 yards on the play and a fresh set of downs. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. They go to the ground. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks with a 1st down.
1st down, you know you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
Most important part of a clutch drive, piece together some 1st downs, get in position, and here they are on 1st and 10. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Not much on that return, but I think they'll let him slide after making that pick, and they'll have it at the 20.
It's such a fine line offensively. Late in the game, you got to score, you got to make big plays, but you can't turn the football over. Big-time mistake. This one might cost him.
Here comes that Alabama offense. And now, Jesse, the art here is to find the balance between milking the clock and trying to get another score.
I think if you're the coaching staff, too, you like to see your team play its best in the 4th quarter, right? Defense just did their job, so offense now, David, has to go out and handle their business.
Yeah, you got the momentum. Because of the defense, they've given you some momentum. They've given you a great opportunity to take hold of this game and really put a stamp on it.
We'll see if this offensive line is ready for the blitz. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The defense will use a timeout here. There are 16 seconds left to play.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. The punters have had the day off up to this point, first one of the game. The offense gets the timeout. 12 ticks left on the clock.
Timeout, Alabama.
The Crimson Tide will bring the punt team on the field. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass is incomplete, and the ball game is over, and this will be a game of what might have been. They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the season that this game matters more, and it's not that the other ones don't matter. It's just that the hate runs so deep for some of these rivalries and some of these kids that grew up across the street from each other that went to different schools, Jesse. You can feel it.
David, you're absolutely right. And I wonder, because it was a rivalry game, did the losing team get a little overhyped? It just looked like they were pressing too much in this football game. They made too many uncharacteristic mistakes, and as a result, they take the L.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Titletown, some call it, a moniker that many claim, but this city lives thanks to the Alabama Crimson Tide. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. LSU ready to kick it away to get things started. He'll call for the fair catch here. Offense getting set for first down. Looking for a man. It's Milroe. Gets rid of it. Makes his connection. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
We anticipate this one being much tighter than the last time these two met when it was a blowout, David.
And here's the thing. You got an opportunity right now. You got the football early in this game to show you. This is going to be more of the same, Palmer.
Well, we talked to both coaching staffs and players, and they're all very aware of what happened the last time these two teams played. So expect everybody's A game today. Reese, you're right. We expect this one to be a lot tighter.
Now the play fake. They're trying to get to it. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, in offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down. When you've been around like this guy has, you know how valuable picking up the first down with your feet can be.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick them up and put them down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys, too, so good luck stopping me.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. I know you want to prepare for every game the same way, but there's just something different about rivalry games, Jesse.
It's because, Reese, I think players are aware that games like this define your legacy as a player. Your record in rivalry games is something that people are going to talk about for years and years down the road. You have got to show up and play your best football in games like this.
He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
Wants to throw on third down. And the ball is intercepted. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage call, and they get the INT.
First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. The quick out.
Well, you can tell those two...
Welcome to Tuscaloosa, Alabama, where titles are won, legends are made, and fields are named after them. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium, home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Little gets the blood boiling, quite like a rivalry game. Barbs, shots, trash talk, things that go on throughout the week will now all be settled on this field. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 15th ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he'll just take it. We'll start at the 25. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Oh, he's going to go up top. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. They're working that left side. Got room at the 35. And that is a nifty bit of navigation to get through that traffic and get the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. The give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
They've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game early.
Makes the grab. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, third down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the first down.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
Just discarding tacklers, punching and grinding his way to the 23.
This defense has got to get better at tackling in the open field or gang tackling because if you need 3 or 4 guys to bring a guy down, have fun with that.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Shoots it to the left. Fires the pass. Intercepted. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And how about that play by the defense here early in this game opening drive, facing one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football, and they're able to get an interception. That is going to be massive for their confidence in this game.
The lone back's got it. Pushed his way ahead. Really good run to get it out to the 20, a pickup of 5.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
They've got the screen set up. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. And the Tigers headed quickly to the line. Wide out in motion. Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. The officials offer the deal and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Just couldn't quite hook up on that last pass play. Now it's 3rd down. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Motion from the offense. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Finds a man on the right. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
Well, when you're running the curl route against zone coverage as a QB, you know you've got to get the receiver the ball quickly. This quarterback has a cannon for an arm. He showed you on that last throw, and the offense picks up the first down.
The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. Comes out throwing on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Durham. They make the stop, and that'll bring the first quarter to a close. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Takes the handoff. It's Durham. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here. Looking to pick up a first down on 3rd and short from the 43. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. They're setting up a screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, going to the air. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. Just an outstanding return after the pick, and he'll put that offense in business at the 45. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give out of the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Handoff from the shotgun. And this defense has its work cut out to get this dude on the ground. He was shedding serious tackles on his way to picking up the first. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Give to the back. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down. They'll go hurry up here. They'll leave it with him. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. Alabama quickly back to the line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. On the ground. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. They'll try to power it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
Trying to pound their way in. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Just going to keep it after the snap. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
Second quarter might not be gamble time, but inside the 3, Palmer, I've got the green light. I'm going for this.
I am too. And you're essentially running a 2-point play here, right? You've got a play you practice all week long. That's the play you dial up right here.
No hesitation from this head coach. He will go for it on 4th and goal from the 1. Wide receiver coming across in motion. A designed run for the quarterback. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama!
Yeah, and I love calling the QB's number. I don't care if he gets hit down near the goal line, 4th and goal. I need him to make a play. Nice job being decisive, getting downhill, getting in the end zone.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. much of a gunslinger you are, will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative.
Looking deep down the right side. Lofted to the sideline, and it's picked off. And they come up with a big play to make sure no more points go on the board before the end of the half.
It's so easy to be up here in the booth and say, you should have put more zip on that. Sometimes you got to use the lob wedge. That time, you probably should have used the driver.
Buys a little extra time. He'll throw one to his right. And that ball is picked off. Just slithered through the tackle when he's got room to run. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his second pick thrown in this game.
Looking to go up top on first down. Lets it fly deep downfield. And they will score. Touchdown, Tigers. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And they tacked on the extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Henderson. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback, the ball with... yard line. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. And in a low-scoring game like this one, David, every possession is magnified.
And I think more than anything, it just gets frustrating. And you got to put that behind you. You got to see what this defense has been doing to be so successful. Caller, now use it against them.
Yeah, David, I think for a play caller, this is tough, right? It's like you have to have the perfect plan on just to get a first down. In these types of games, I think you're just trying to get guys out in space, see if a dude can break a tackle. Maybe that generates an explosive play, and it breaks this trend.
Defense not budging. He's still able to get 2 to the 29. The give to the back. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, look out. At the 20. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals. They take the lead with the 6.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Add those stats, young fella.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they certainly finished it in style with a 71-yard touchdown run. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Hits him with a stiff arm. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. Power football with the run. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They'll give it to him again. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Got his man quickly. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. And he slipped through the crowd, and Hill house it. Touchdown, Alabama!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
All tied up, just about set to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. We'll see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
Right back to him on the ground. At the 35, he's got room. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And I'll tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big one.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
That looks like a really easy thing to do. Oh, the ball's just on the ground. Jump on it. That's an odd-shaped ball that bounces all kind of crazy ways. Great job by the defense covering that thing.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Give to the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Alabama pushing the tempo. Defense in press coverage. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Loss of 4. Brings up third down.
Here we go. Do the show. Right.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking for space, it's Haynes. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And these are the big decisions you have to make in a football game. How confident are you in your defense? That's all this decision comes down to. If I kick a field goal and I trust my defense, that's how this game could end. Or do I want to roll the dice because I don't believe in my defense?
Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. At the 35, he's loose. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. To the ground, he's got it again. Turns it on in midfield. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking downfield, it's Nussmeier. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
Wants to fire on second down. They'll run the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. Fast motion from the offense. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. The defense was looking for a huge play in this tie game, and they have just given their team a great opportunity.
I think, Reese, at this point of the game, tied late, it's going to come down to who can make the most plays. The defense comes up with a massive play, creating that turnover. Outstanding job by the D, all 11 guys being on the same page, now putting their offense in great position.
This dude will pick you apart if you give him time. You better get to him. You better make him feel uncomfortable. This defense did that. Nice job by the defense, hurrying the quarterback through his thought process.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Yeah, and this offense knows what it's like. This is the 2-minute drill. We got to keep the pedal to the floor. Nice job getting the first down.
From the gun, the running back has it. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Man, he tried to do all he could. He broke one tackle, but my goodness, guys were hitting him left and right in the backfield.
This is a staple for any good defensive coordinator. They want their guys to swarm to the football to get. He lets one fly deep. And this is going to be intercepted. A big play in a tie game.
I get it. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie game. I need to go out and make a play offensively. But I tell you what, I'm going to be on the sideline now after that interception. As a quarterback, I'm like, please, defense, please go out there and bail me out. Give me another opportunity to go take the lead and win this ball game.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions are throwing the ball beyond the sticks, using the sidelines to get out of bounds, trying to maximize this time and get in a position to win.
Wide receiver shows motion. Handoff to the single back. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Might as well give it to him again. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Now on 2nd down. Wide out in motion. To the ground with the back. Nifty little dance step. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. LSU with the 1st and 10 here. Now he's looking to throw it. Buying some time. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked up.
Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. Fires left. Makes a connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
At the 22. And that's a first down for the offense.
And they'll send out the field goal unit. This almost certainly to win the game. Right down the boulevard, it's good. Celebration erupts on the sideline as they take the lead in the final seconds.
You can't say enough about this kid's poise. You're playing on the road. The crowd's going crazy, willing you to miss this kick, but he stayed dialed in, puts it through the upright, David, to give his team the lead here late.
It's crazy because it's nerve-wracking. You put your body on the line for so long, and then it comes down to a kick. And he has to be clutch in a hostile environment, and he comes through for his squad.
Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. They'll throw it on first down. Coming after him. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. Wiggles free. He just kept backing away from that pressure, and he stepped out of the back of the end zone. It'll be a safety.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, oh, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did. We saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
Welcome to Knoxville, home of the Tennessee Volunteers, where the hymn of choice is good old Rocky Top, and they hope that by the end of this one, it's good on Rocky Top. This is not your run-of-the-mill regular season game. Instead, it is a top 10 clash, one team hoping to make a giant statement. As we'll see the number 9 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 7th-ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Vols will kick it away to start us off. He'll bring it out. It's Williams. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Got a little room. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. First down for the offense. The give to the single back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
Motion from the offense. The give to the right. They could have used a little bit more there. Pick up 3. It's 3rd and 7. The Tigers want to crank the tempo. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And he's got it inside the 20. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
I'm a big believer in taking shots early in the game and being aggressive and showing my team I got confidence in them. Let's go make plays. First drive, already taking shots down the field. Nice job, nice pitch, nice catch.
Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. It's complete on the right side. Makes the grab and he's dragged down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, LSU!
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise. On the opening drive, nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
extra point.
And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss.
Tennessee, 0.
Coming out with it, it's Bishop. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback.
First and 10.
Line gets set, first down. On the ground, it's Sampson. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Going for the big play. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Yeah, and I love taking deep shots. I think it makes quarterbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down.
Hard to imagine this is only their first drive of the game, but their defense was on the field for virtually an entire quarter. So, guys, there's a lot of pressure on this offense here to convert this 3rd down so their defense can stay on the sideline and get their win back.
The Volunteers with the 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. The toss sweep to the right. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, LSU 7, Tennessee 0.
And the Volunteers are marching down the field. Going up top on first down. Throws to the back. That's reeled in. It's Sampson. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Off he goes. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A first down run in the red zone. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Vols will hustle to the line. To the air. It's Iamaleava. And that pass intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
Man, that is picture-perfect cover 0. When I play cover 0, I'm bringing pressure, and that ball's going to come out. Look at the defense. Ready for that ball to come out of the quarterback's hand. Nice job breaking on the football and going and making the interception.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
On 3rd and long, you know what's coming. That's exactly where you want to get an offense. The passing game has to come out. You go nickel, bring some more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack to force the 4th down.
Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Looking for a man. It's Iamaleava. Looking left. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
Well, that ball landed incomplete. You saw the quarterback's speed, and you saw how big of an asset that is for this offense. There was a good pass rush, but he was easily able to avoid the defenders and at least give himself an opportunity to complete that throw.
He'll try to get it through the air. He finds his man. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Bringing it back at the 30. Inside the 10. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tigers! Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, home of the Bayou Bengals and the stadium called Death Valley since the late 50s. Today, two teams collide in an old-fashioned SEC showdown. As we'll see, the South Carolina Gamecocks taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Gamecocks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good. Team, and they stop him at the 21. The offense set for a first down play. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down after a 6-yard gain to the 27.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
To the air, it's Nussmeier. Flushed out of the pocket. Now he's going to send this one deep to the right. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks, and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball. And you could tell he forced that one in there. Didn't get the interception, thank goodness, but it wasn't a great decision.
And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Fast motion from the offense. Leaves it with the running back. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. LSU will get a first down.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys fire off, get a hat on a hat. You can run the ball, pick up the first. You're around midfield. And all things looking pretty good here early for this offense.
They're getting this guy lathered up. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete. 8th play on this opening drive coming up, and they need a 3rd down conversion. Wide receiver shows motion. They'll go to the ground. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on 4th down. Wide out in motion. On 4th down, looking to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Taylor. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
Hey, you come out early in the game, you're trying to send a message to your team that you're confident, you believe in them to convert these 4th downs. You didn't get that one. But don't let it be a detriment moving forward. If you want to stay aggressive, be that way throughout the course of the game.
Quickly out to the tight end. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Looking for a crease. It's Sanders.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
He wants to pass it on 2nd down. He'll pull it down and run. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Gamecocks! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
He doesn't need anything to be open. He just makes it happen himself. Hey, I'm going to call a pass. You know, I want to throw the ball down the field. Oh, it's not open? Okay, I'm just going to pull it down, make it happen, take it to the house. What a scramble by the quarterback.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one.
That makes the score South Carolina 7, LSU 0.
The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away.
Set to kick this one.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Leaves it with the back. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain. LSU right back to the line. The Bayou Bengals have been able to put on an aerial circus in recent years, but the foundation, a running game.
Yeah, don't forget about the run game. That starts everything, right? Because you can run it, you can throw it, you can create some balance and keep defenses off guard. But I think LSU does a really good job of always establishing the run game first. Then they'll get to their playmakers and all the speed out wide.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Give to the single back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Here's the handoff. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? The clock has reached the 2-minute mark, and they have a chance to at least cut into this lead before the break. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on second down. Scanning the field, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the middle. Oh, did he find a hole in the defense? And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Lining up to add another.
And you gotta love the creativity with the tight ends nowadays. They can do so many different things. Does a good job. He slips behind the defense. Defense doesn't know where he went. And what does he do? He gets in for 6.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Brown. He's brought down at the 30, but a productive return after deciding to bring it out.
First and 10.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Jesse looking to take it down the field for back-to-back touchdowns.
I think it's really important for them moving forward, too, to have a lot of balance, right? You want to be able to keep this defense guessing, Pollard.
Yeah, and you got me searching for answers after that last drive. You stack another drive on top of this, their defense's heads are going to be spinning all over the place.
Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. He's going for the big play. Holds it in on the left. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
And you just could not allow that to happen defensively, giving up a big play like that. They're going to need to now play with some sense of urgency if they're not going to give up any points here before the end of the half.
To the air on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
Yeah, I think you're just seeing the experience this guy has, right? He's so poised that initially he's flushed out of the pocket, nothing's open, and he doesn't panic. He's not throwing it away. He's not sliding early. He just knows where the defense isn't, and he's able to attack that space with his speed and get a positive play.
And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Now on second down after the incompletion. Dropping back, it's Sellers. Buys a little time with his feet. He'll try to do it himself. Got enough space, and he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And the offense continues to run the football. The second rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And here's the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fellow on the sidelines. Be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. They'll give it to the back. And that defense is there to guide him out of bounds after a short gain. LSU quick to the line. They'll run play action. He's looking deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it.
They're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the second half, trying to steal possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. And they pick up just one. It'll be 3rd and 9. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quick strike complete. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. And the Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
Feeling some heat. Quickly to the tight end. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, South Carolina! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely
the Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up. Back to pass, it's Nussmeier. Dumps it to the back. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack. Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. Looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let it go. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He's not afraid to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And they get to him and sack the quarterback, and they'll stop the drive on downs.
Man, defensively, this is beautiful. You want them to be aggressive. You got to continue to get stops. You got the lead. Now you give the ball back to your offense again with a chance to salt this away here in the second half.
Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
The give to the tailback. Stop is made, but he picks up 4 yards down to the 21-yard line. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense aimed, got him at the 27. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call.
They fake it. Oh, now the kicker's going to throw it. And the pass is incomplete off the fake field goal, and sometimes you just outsmart yourself. Boy, you look smart when it works out, but when it goes awry, you are left to second-guess yourself. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Running back searching for a hole. At the 40, there he goes. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
South Carolina, 21. LSU, 7.
First down to start the drive after the break. Right back to the well. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The Tigers want to pick up the tempo. Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Moves away as he feels pressure. They get to him as he throws. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. They go to the ground. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. They'll ride the hot hand. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Handoff to the lone back. Oh, it's loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol.
And it now feels like game over after coughing up the fumble. They were down. They needed something big to happen. They had to score touchdowns, but give this defense credit. They just finish. They're playing to the end of the game with great effort, creating a takeaway to ice this thing.
He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Offense gets set for second down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Brought down at the 48 after a gain of 5.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
And that inside linebacker showing you the speed and the recognition. He saw a gap and saw a crease and a free path to the quarterback, and whoo, he took it.
Getting some heat. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. To throw, it's Sellers. Right down the middle. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now. Got room on the return. Touchdown LSU! What a great play. What a huge moment for this defense.
how fast did this game just change? Offense in the lead with the football, looking great. Defense makes the big play. We've got ourselves a ball game now.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker. Trailing by a touchdown here in the fourth, they'll try to get it back with the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. Offense set on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. On the move, it's Sanders. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
Gain of 1.
Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Out of the gun, the inside give. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going to try to get it himself. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. They tried to get the defense going the wrong way with the counter, but nothing doing.
Aggressive defense, attacking defense. You want to hit them with those counters, but it wasn't successful in this play. Defensive line, linebackers, everybody dialed in. They see what's going on. They diagnose it. Go down. Right in the middle of the field.
Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Contact in the neutral zone leads to that penalty. Good news for the offense. These guys in a much better position after that penalty on the D. Now it's 2nd and 7. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That is a costly penalty on this defense. Now they're dealing with a 2nd and 2. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Timeout is called with just a single second left.
Timeout, LSU.
They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. They'll leave it with him. And they'll pick up just a few on this run, and that'll bring us to the end of the ball game. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about, what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be